gentlemen, welcome to Conestee Park, home of the Bob Jones University Bruins. Today's game features the Milligan University Buffaloes and your Bob Jones University Bruins. And now it is time to introduce your starting lineups, first for the Buffaloes. Number 8, Brandon Morel. Number 7, Anthony Guzman. Number 17, Justin Green. Number 18, Braden Spano. Number 11, Chancery Hall. Number 3, Casey Hare. Number 12, Eric Rigsby. Oh, yeah! Number 13, John Combs. Number 9, Andrew Mateus. And pitching, number 6, Gavin Jones.
It's growl time.
And now it's time for your Bob Jones University Bruins starting lineup. Batting first and playing left field, number 2, Zay Brandt. Batting second and playing right field, number 36, Colby Hogan. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 9, Conley Burke. Batting fourth, your designated hitter, number 14, Zach Burke. Batting fifth and behind the plate, number 12, Daniel Barcena. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 38, Cole Pearson. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 20, Shane Parouche. Batting eighth and playing center field, number 5, Riley Ramsey. Batting ninth and playing second base, number 1, Shad Bain.
And on the mound for the Bruins, number 30, Josh Legnard. At this time, we'd ask that you all please stand for a word of prayer, followed by our national anthem. Father God, we thank you for this day, and we thank you for allowing us to worship you through the avenue of sports. We thank you for allowing everyone to travel here safely today, and we ask for the continuing safety of all of our athletes, coaches, officials, and spectators during this event. May we worship you in everything we do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Welcome back to Conestee Park in Greenville, South Carolina. We have game 2 and 3 of this series against Milligan University. Hey, folks, Johnny Gamer bringing you the call today on an absolutely gorgeous day here in Greenville, South Carolina. High of about 71 degrees today, and just a beautiful day for baseball. No clouds in the sky, a balmy temperature, just the perfect weather. You heard the starting lineups just moments ago from our PA announcer, Tyler Lopes, and we are set to go here. Game 2 again. Game 1 last night as the Bruins took on Milligan University. And really the lesson from last night's game was the Bruins just could not get their bats going. Just 3 hits on the night, and each one of those hits, not any extra bases. The Bruins end up losing that one 5-1. Henry Wallach had a great day on the mound. But in the end, the Bruins, again, couldn't get their bats going. And really it was the difference between a team that has played games this season. Again, Milligan came into last night. That was their 10th game of the season, and they were 6-3 headed into last night. For the Bruins, it was just their first game of the 2022 campaign. And so they will be back out here, 2 7-inning games, and we'll have them both right here for you here at Conestee Park. Josh Legnard on the mound for the Bruins, one of the freshmen coming in this year, and talking to Coach Castile prior to the games this weekend, and he just said how thankful he is for the added depth this year on the team. He said, we got a lot of maturing to do, we got a lot of growing to do, but you probably saw the post-game interview last night where Coach Castile just said he was proud of his guys and the way they battled, the way that they continued to fight in a game where, again, the bats just weren't working, but defensively a pretty strong effort last night for the Bruins to begin the season. This pitch on the way. And now we have 2 balls and 2 strikes here to begin the first at-bat. This is Brandon Morello for the Buffs. Breaking ball right down the middle of the plate, and Legnard gets the first batter on strikeouts. Great start to the game.
Now batting number 7, Anthony Guzman.
Anthony Guzman now coming up for Milligan is the right fielder for the Buffs. Legnard coming right back inside fastball. Isn't going to find the strike zone that time. That is a ball upstairs as well. So falling behind in the count 2-0 to Guzman. And this one chopped into foul territory. 2 balls, 1 strike here in the top of the first. And I will say, if you're watching on our webcast, there is a score bug in your bottom right corner. And yes, it does not update the outs and inning. We're trying to get that resolved with our video provider, but the score will be updated as soon as there is a score. Right now, 0-0 here in the top of the first. We're just getting underway here in game 1 of this doubleheader from Conestee Park. Now Legnard behind in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike, 1 out here in the first. Legnard trying to come back with a breaking ball, and instead it's going to be ball 4. Guzman will be aboard for the Buffs, and that'll bring up Justin Green, the center fielder. Guzman takes his lead at first. 1 out here in the first inning. Legnard stretches and delivers, low and outside. The 1-0. And again, low and outside. Legnard starting the opening inning off strong in striking out the first batter, but he finds himself behind 2-0 in this count. Swinging strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now with 1 out. It's going to be outside once again, so 3 balls, 1 strike to the batter. Here in the top of the first. Legnard out of the stretch. Runner goes. A hit and run opportunity. That one's going to drift foul. That'll be full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner breaks again. Another hit and run opportunity, but a great play at first that time by Peruch as he's able to dive to his left, secure the ground ball, tagged first. So the runner will advance to second base, but Peruch able to get the out. Second out of the inning for the Bruins. And that'll bring up Braden Spano. Legnard finding that outside corner, strike 1. This one fouled off, so Legnard ahead in the count, 0-2 here in the top of the first, 2 outs. Bruins looking to get out of the top. Legnard had a beautiful curveball to put down the first batter. We'll see if he comes back with the off-speed pitch. That one inside that time. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 fouled off behind the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the first. As I said, game 1 of 2 here in this doubleheader today. One ball, 2 strikes, and the delivery by Legnard. Again, fouled off. Good job by Braden Spano to stay alive in this at-bat. The 1-2 once again. This one popped into foul territory, but Peruch is there once again. And the Bruins get out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Still scoreless here at Conestee.
number 2, Zay Brandt.
Isaiah Brandt will lead things off for the Bruins here in the bottom of the first. Brandt was one of 3 Bruins to get a hit last night, but those hits were few and far between. Only 3 hits on the night for the Bruins in a 5-1 loss. On the mound for the Buffaloes is Gavin Jones. This one low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike now to the batter. It was Beal last night who had an absolutely masterful performance for the Buffaloes. He had 14 strikeouts in the game. And again, you want to talk about having a struggle hitting-wise. The Bruins just could not make connection. But Brandt able to make connection this time. It's going to be a slow fly ball, and that's going to find its way down. Oh, no, they are going to say it was caught. Looked to me like that one had popped out, but it is going to be out, so Brandt is the first out of the inning for BJU.
Number 36, Colby Hogan.
Colby Hogan, the right fielder, now in for BJU. One of the new faces in the lineup this year. He goes after the first pitch. It's fouled into the bleachers on the third base side. If you're watching, we do have another game coming up this afternoon. Probably getting underway around 3 o'clock. This one lined into center field, and once again, right there, Justin Green was playing shallow for Brandt and was playing pretty shallow that time as well. Had he not been playing shallow, you probably would have seen a line drive single there, but instead 2 straight outs for the Bruins. I will say they both made contact. Good job there for Brandt and Hogan. Conley Burke starts off his at-bat with a strike. That one right down the middle, a little high, so that'll even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Jones delivers the 1-1. Swinging strike once again for Conley Burke. As the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. This one popped up over by first base. Second baseman going to call it off. And that'll be 1, 2, 3 for the Bruins. We go to the second. Our score 0-0 here at Conestee Park. Upstate Granite Solutions is a proud partner of your BJU Bruins with over 100 years of industry experience. Upstate tailors their services to meet each individual project you may have. You can check them out online at upstategranitesolutions.com.
Bruins sports camps are live for the summer of 2022. Train with Bruins players and learn from our coaches the skills to help improve your game. For more information and to register, visit bjubruins.com/camps.
Top of the second here at Conestee Park. It's 0-0 as Legnard comes right down Broadway with a strike to begin the inning. Chancery Hall, the batter for Milligan. And this one going to be popped up once again just beyond second base. It's Conley Burke who calls it off, and Burke secures it for the first out of the inning. Strike one to Casey Hare. The third baseman for the Buffaloes. And Legnard once again right down the middle of the plate. Freshman coming out strong here with an 0-2 count. That one low, trying to get him to chase. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. 1 out here in the second. Breaking ball. This one in the gap in right center field. Going to be a difficult play, but Brandt, great coverage in that left center field gap. And he's able to chase it down for the second out of the inning. Eric Rigsby, the left fielder for the Buffaloes, will take his turn with 2 outs here in the top of the second. I think had Barcena squeezed that one, it was right in that strike zone, but sometimes umpires can, and I say this as a former umpire myself, you know the ball is in the strike zone, but oftentimes when a catcher misses it, it can appear not to be in the strike zone. So that one drifting into foul territory. Hogan not able to get there, and it's going to land foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bruins have done well these first 2 innings, particularly on the defensive end. As Legnard has just 1 walk. Inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Fouls it off. 2 balls and 2 strikes now, with 2 outs here in the second. That one low. Legnard trying to get him to chase. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rigsby the batter. This one popped up. Riley Ramsey drifts to his right. Will settle under it. 1-2-3 inning for the Bruins as we go to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless here at Conestee. Bottom of the second here, Zach Burke will get things going for the Bruins, the DH.
Now batting, number 14, Zach Burke.
Zach Burke, immediate contact, chopper to the second baseman, over to first in time, and first pitch, first out for the Bruins here in inning number 2. One thing we talked to Coach Castile about after the game last night is he just said, again, we have the confidence in batting practice and in practice to swing the bat. He said last night we just couldn't make contact, and he said we need to have the confidence, we need to trust that we know how to hit the ball, and you've seen that even in the first 2 innings here, the Bruins being a lot more aggressive from the plate. Barcena gets the 1-0, and that time swinging at the low pitch. The 1 ball and 1 strike. This one chopped in the hole, and it's going to find its way through. So that'll be the first hit of the day for the Bruins. Barcena aboard with the 1-out single.
Now batting, number 38, Cole Pearson.
Cole Pearson up at the plate for the Bruins, third baseman. And he goes after the first pitch for strike 1.
That's why I said Zach first name so late, because he's been Super Bowl I've ever been around.
It's a strike on the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Catcher trying to frame that outside corner. The umpire says, no, sir. And it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Little bit outside there. Again, as a former catcher myself, you always wanted to frame it properly on that outside corner, and been many a time that you get that call just for the good frame job that you do. And this one hit down the line in fair territory. Back-to-back singles here. Actually, we're going to stretch it into 2. A stand-up double for Cole Pearson advances Barcena to third. Runners on second and third. And that'll bring up first baseman Shane Peruch.
Now batting, number 20, Shane Peruch.
Switch out the ball here. Peruch with runners on second and third. Probably the best opportunity of this young season so far for the Bruins. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the second. This one high and outside. Gavin Jones delivers this one high and inside. 2 balls, no strikes. And now 3-0. Runner still on second and third. Bruins have Riley Ramsey on deck. That's going to be a strike on the inside corner to Peruch. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in inning number 2 from Conestee Park. First game of a 2-game doubleheader today. Swinging strike from Peruch, and good job there by Gavin Jones to work back in the count. It's now full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Infield coming in. And a swinging strike for Peruch. That's a big confidence booster for Gavin Jones after being down 3-0, coming all the way back to get the out, second out of the inning.
Riley Ramsey.
Riley Ramsey, the batter for the Bruins. And again, opportunity for a veteran of the team to come up with a big hit here. Runners on second and third. This one fouled off by Ramsey. Ramsey fouls it off again. No balls and 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the second. This one fouled off once again. Ramsey on the 0-2. Strike 3 called. Gavin Jones battling back in that inning. Bruins did a great job of back-to-back hits, but not able to get any across the plate. We go to the top of the third, still scoreless.
Upstate Granite Solutions is a proud partner of your Bob Jones University Bruins. With over 100 years of industry experience, Upstate Granite Solutions tailors their services to help with each individual project. Check them out online at upstategranitesolutions.com. Now batting number 13, John Combs.
John Combs will lead things off for the Buffaloes here in the top of the third. Makes contact on the first pitch, but it's going to be fouled into the first base side. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Reminder, game 2 of our doubleheader will start probably around 3 o'clock, 3:30, depending on how quickly this game goes. When these games end, they take about a 30-minute break and then right back at it for another 7 innings. Great job that time by Pearson as he fields the ground ball over to first in time, and it's the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 9, Andrew Matias.
Andrew Matias, shortstop for the Buffaloes, enters the batter's box for the first time. And so far, been a pretty strong performance for Legnard for the Bruins. Making his Bruins debut here and making the most of it. Legnard coming back with a strike right down the middle of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the third. While Legnard has allowed a walk, thus far the Buffaloes have not been able to get a hit in these first 3 innings. So again, a good debut by Josh Legnard. This one roped towards left field. And Isaiah Brandt, that one tailed on him just a little bit. He had to lay out and make the catch. And what should have been more of a routine line drive, instead trying to get on SportsCenter or something. I'm not sure. But second out of the inning. In any case, Brandt makes a nice play out in left field. Second out. This one right down the middle of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the third. And again, right down the middle of the plate. And Brandon Morello is down 1-2. He is crowding that plate an awful lot. Breaking ball in the dirt, and Morello doesn't chase. 2 balls, 2 strikes now with 2 outs. Legnard had that one get away from him, as Barcena had set up on that outside corner, almost low and outside, looking to be anyway, and I think that one just got away from Josh. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the third. This one fouled off. Count stays alive, 3-2. 0-0 our score here in the third. This one roped towards third base. Fielded in time. Going to be a tough play at first. And while it was a good job by Peruch to knock it down, unfortunately he wasn't able to hold on to it. Tough throw by Cole Pearson as well. And again, kind of a slow roller over on that third base side, but it will be an error. And as a result, the Buffaloes get a runner aboard here in the third. Still 2 outs. And this one roped towards the left center field gap. Hanging. Ramsey is under it, and that'll end the inning. Buffs leave 1 aboard. We're still scoreless, 0-0 as we go to the bottom of the third here at Conestee. Stay with us.
Now batting, number 1, Shad Bay.
Chad Bain leading things off here in the bottom of the third for the Bruins. Gavin Jones begins his third inning of work for the Buffaloes. Thus far, neither team able to find the scoring column, as it's 0-0 here at Conestee, game one of our two-game doubleheader. Again, a reminder, in these doubleheaders, we only go 7 innings. So a little bit quicker game for both of these games rather than the 9-inning game we had last night. Again, the Bruins falling in their season opener 5-1 last night. And Milligan improving to 7-3 on the season. This one chopped towards the shortstop. Going to be a tough play, but it is in time. And that'll be the first out of the inning. That'll bring it back to the top of the lineup. Isaiah Brandt will be the next batter for the Bruins. And Gavin Jones starting off with a strike. Breaking ball outside and low. Makes it 1 ball, 1 strike. Brandt chasing after that one upstairs, and now the count moves to 1-2. This one fouled off on the first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brandt chasing after this one once again. Chopper towards the shortstop, and once again the relay in time. And that'll be the second out. Bruins go back-to-back.
Now batting, number 36, Colby Hogan.
That'll bring up Colby Hogan, the right fielder for BJU. And the Bruins much better than last night in terms of making contact, but again, some of this is just coming down to, not to make an excuse, but this is now game 11 for Milligan and game 2 for the Bruins, and there's really no way to replicate game experience without being in a game. It's different when you're taking BP or, facing the same guys in practice every single day. But the coaching staff for the Bruins really excited about the depth that they have this year and opportunity to build on the inaugural season from last year. This one chopped towards the first base side. Going to be a difficult play, but good coverage that time by Gavin Jones. He gets the flip. And the Bruins, 1-2-3, go down in the third. We go to the top of the fourth, 0-0 our score.
Now batting number 17, Justin Green.
Strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike here as we begin the top of the 4th. And this is Justin Green, the center fielder for Milligan. Breaking ball. This one, a shot to the right field wall. And Hogan going to have to look up, and it is going to be gone. Green turning on that one, and that's our first run of the game, as Milligan is able to take the lead here in the 4th. An absolute shot to the right field wall. Braden Spano now taking his opportunity here. Again, top of the 4th. That's our first run of the day. And it comes off of a home run from Justin Green. This one high and inside. 2 balls, no strikes. And again, the key, as any pitcher knows, after you give up a home run, is to come back and get the next out. You got to get your confidence back and get your stuff working again. And Legnard is able to come back in the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. This one low and inside now. Make it 3 balls and 1 strike. It's going to be high and inside, so that's ball 4. Runner is aboard with no outs here in the 4th, and coming up to the plate is Chancery Hall, the DH.
Now batting number 11, Chancery Hall.
Runner takes his lead at first. And Legnard throwing over. Try to keep that runner close. Swinging strike on that outside corner, the off-speed pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. This one roped towards the first base side, but it's going to go into foul territory. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, we did get our first run of the inning as Justin Green, hit a home run to the right field corner. That's been the only run of the day. And this one going to get past Barcena, so that will allow Spano to get to second. He was stealing anyway, so I think it would have been a tough play for Barcena to throw him out at second as he got a good jump. But stolen base, and now runner in scoring position with 1 ball and 2 strikes. This one fouled off. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still no outs here in the top of the 4th. score 1-0 in favor of Milligan. Runner takes his lead at second. Legnard trying to come back on that inside corner. And the Bruins dugout wanting to appeal that check swing, and no go, so it's a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Still no outs here in the fourth. Legnard stretches and delivers. This one popped up. Barcena trying to make a play on it, but it is going to find its way into the seats. Still a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that's going to be ball 4, so runner aboard first and second. That'll bring up the third baseman, Casey Hare. Rip towards the first base side. That'll drift foul. As Legnard ahead in the count, 0-1. Chop towards second base. Opportunity for 2. Gets 1 at second. Over to first in time. 4-6-3 double play. And the Bruins able to notch 2 outs with 1 swing of the bat. Big momentum booster there for the defense after giving up a home run this inning. The runner does advance to third, though. And Eric Rigsby, the batter. This one right at the third baseman, and the Bruins working out of a jam as they finish the 4th inning. Our score going into the bottom of the 4th, 1-0 in favor of Milligan.
Now batting, number 9, Conley Burke.
First pitch of the at-bat to Conley Burke is a ball here in the bottom of the 4th. Bruins trailing 1-0 here at Conestee Park, game 1 of a 2-game doubleheader. Here to wrap up the series against Milligan University. Gavin Jones continuing to work for the Buffs. That breaking ball finds its way into the strike zone. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Burke able to make contact that time, so 2 balls and 2 strikes, fouling it off. This one misses down. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Bruins were able to get runners to second and third last inning, but not able to bring them around. Conley Burke will be on the board here first, as his walk puts runner at first, and Zach Burke, the DH for the Bruins, up next.
Now batting, number 14, Zach Burke.
This one low and outside. This one bounces in front of the plate. Great job that time by John Combs to block that. As we talked about last night, if you're not familiar with Conestee Park here, the backstop is unforgiving when it comes to pass balls. Burke takes his lead at first. 2-0 count. Pitch on the way. That one called strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Still no outs here in the bottom of the 4th. This one fouled off by Burke. Two balls, 2 strikes. And that one outside and low moves it to full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. And this one ripped down the first base line, but drifts foul into the bullpen. The 3-2. Outside, back-to-back walks. Good decision-making by the Burke brothers as they both are aboard. Runners at first and second, and Daniel Barcena, the catcher for the Bruins, up next.
Now batting, number 12, Daniel Barcena.
Gavin Jones coming back with a strike on Barcena to begin the at-bat. Still a 1-0 ball game. Bruins have just not been able to bring a runner around. As I said, last inning runners on second and third, and then Gavin Jones came back and worked out of that hole to get the next 3 outs. Barcena sending this one deep to the left field corner. That's carrying all the way to the track. And that's going to... It'll be interesting how they're going to score this one, because it looks like the left fielder making an appeal that he caught it, then ran into the wall and did not hang on to it. So we will have to see how this one is going to be scored. Because to me, it looked like the left fielder went to the wall, and that one again, with the wind being what it is. They are going to rule it not a catch. Oh, they are going to rule it a catch. They are going to rule it a catch, so Barcena is going to be called out on the pop fly. And I think that's the right call. As the left fielder had gone to the wall, made the catch, and then collided with the wall. But he took about a step and a half before he collided with the wall, and then the ball popped out after he hit the wall. Again, we don't have instant replay to be able to show you that, so you're going to have to just trust what I'm saying. But the runners do advance, so first out of the inning here in the bottom of the fourth. Runners on second and third. And now 2-0 here to Cole Pearson. Now a pitcher's meeting here with the coach. Second straight inning, the Bruins have been able to get runners on second and third, but still have yet to bring any runners around. Cole Pearson, Bruins need a big hit here. Single would probably drive in two. This one roped towards the right field line, but well into foul territory. That'll find its way into the bleachers. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the fourth, game 1 of our 2-game doubleheader to round out the series against Milligan University. Of course, the Bruins dropping game 1 last night, 5-1, here in the season opener. Swinging strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Pearson. Pearson really wanted that one. You can tell by that cut. The 2-2 from Gavin Jones. Swinging strike got him to chase upstairs high and away. And that will bring up number 20, Shane Parouche.
Now batting at number 20, Shane Parouche.
First baseman for the Bruins. Another new face in the lineup this year. Bruins again with runners on second and third. Golden opportunity for them here. Swinging strike. And Gavin Jones, like he has done a couple of times this game, after working himself into a little bit of a hole, has come back and battled back. Bruins have 2 outs here in the fourth. This one low and outside. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's going to be a called strike on the inside corner to Parouche. Moves the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Riley Ramsey on deck. And a swinging strike, and Gavin Jones works out of it once again. We go to the fifth. Bruins still trailing 1-0.
With southern roots and a southwest flavor, Barbaritos is founded on freshness. Barbaritos has 3 locations close to Bob Jones, and each location provides great food at an affordable price. Download the Barbaritos app to earn points. Barbaritos, food, community, people. Now batting number 13, John Combs.
John Combs, the batter, as we begin the 5th inning here at Conestee Park. 1-0 our score in favor of Milligan as Legnard begins his 5th inning of work here. Starts it off with a strike. And back-to-back strikes for Josh Legnard. And again, the debut for the freshman paying off strong here as he is able to quickly get ahead in the count 0-2. And with the exception of the 1 home run by Justin Green, that's literally been the only hit for Milligan this game. But unfortunately, right now, it's the difference maker. Breaking ball right down the middle. And Legnard is able to retire the first batter of the inning. And that'll bring up Andrew Matias. Going after that inside corner. No go this time. It's the strike right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the 5th. Gets the strike on the breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here in the 5th. This one fouled off behind the plate. This one roped towards center field. Ramsey is able to settle underneath it, and that'll be an out. Second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the top of the lineup in Brandon Morello. Rope down the third base line and into foul territory. This one hit right up the middle. Going to be a tough play, and it's going to find its way through. So a 2-out hit from Brandon Morello. And that'll bring up right fielder Andrew Guzman.
Now batting number 7,
Anthony Guzman. Sorry. I gotta learn how to read here. Forgive me, Anthony's family, if you're watching. I can't read a scorecard. Pickoff move over to first base. Barcena rifling this one down to second. And it's not going to be in time, so that will move Morello over to second on the steal. Legnard coming back inside, called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. This one going to get past Daniel Barcena. And that is going to advance the runner. Brandon Morello able to get to third. Inside corner strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. This one chopped towards the first base side, and that's going to roll foul. Count stays alive at 2-2 here in the 5th. Again, if you're just joining us, game 1 of 2 games today, 2 7-inning games, which will round out this 3-game series. Bruins falling to Milligan last night, 5-1 in the season opener, and have had several opportunities in this game. Twice in consecutive innings, the Bruins have gotten runners on second and third and have yet to bring a run around. And really the only run scored in this game was off a solo home run by Justin Green, who's on deck for the Buffaloes. Legnard coming back with a breaking ball and must have been just a little bit low. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. This one tipped. Count stays alive at 3 balls and 2 strikes. This one hit towards the left field wall, and this one's going to be gone. Anthony Guzman with a 2-run shot over the left field wall. That one's tough. The Bruins had 2 outs, and we're looking to put it away here in the 5th. Big-time shot by Anthony Guzman. And that makes it 3-0 in favor of the Buffaloes. Now Justin Green, who put Milligan ahead a couple of innings ago with a solo shot, he'll take his chance in the batter's box as Coach Jim Rulepaw coming out to talk to the pitcher. Josh Legnard having to regroup here as, again, he has had a pretty solid debut for the Bruins in this game. Again, it's just been kind of a lack of offensive production for the Bruins. They've gotten twice runners in scoring position at second and third and have yet to be able to bring any around. Two outs here in the top of the fifth. Our score is 3-1, or 3-0, excuse me, in favor of Milligan. That's going to be a drag bunt attempt, but it is fouled off. No balls and one strike. And now we're going to have a player hit by the pitch. Spano is the next batter for the Buffaloes after Justin Green was hit by the pitch. Legnard coming right back with a strike on the outside corner. Runner breaking for second. On the way, perfect throw by Barcena. And that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Our score 3-0 after the two-run home run. Bruins need to get the bats going. Riley Ramsey, you'll lead things off for the Bruins here in the bottom of the fifth. Miller is coming on in relief for the Buffaloes. So that will mean Gavin Jones' day is done.
Number 5, Riley Ramsey.
2 balls and no strikes to begin the bottom of the 5th here. Bruins trailing 3-0 here in game 1 of our 2-game doubleheader. One upstairs, 3 balls and 1 strike. And now ball 4 on the outside. So Riley Ramsey opens the inning with a walk. And that'll bring up number 1, Chad Bain. High and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Swinging strike that time. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ramsey off for second. Got a good jump, and he is going to beat it out. And now he's going to head to third. And he is going to make it to third. Good presence of mind for Riley Ramsey as the ball squirted away from second. And he goes from first to third on the steal. Now runner on third as Chad Bain has another runner in scoring position. For the Bruins, they've had 5 runners in scoring position so far today. Two balls and 1 strike to Bain. This one chopped to the pitcher. Back over to first in time. They'll look the runner back to third there, so Ramsey stays on third. And actually, Ramsey was not even being covered at third, and I think that's what Coach Castile is saying to him over on third base of, get a lead to where you have the potential with the speed that Riley Ramsey has to break for home in that particular case. This will bring up the top of the order in Isaiah Brandt. It's going to be a foul ball to begin the at-bat. Slider coming right back in. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. This one popped up in foul territory, but it is going to be playable. And Spano able to come over and make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Colby Hogan.
Colby Hogan coming up for the Bruins, the right fielder, with a runner on third, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Strike 1 to begin the at-bat. This one getting past the catcher. Ramsey sliding in at home and sliding in safely. So the pass ball gives the Bruins their first run of the game. As our score is now 3-1 in the bottom of the fifth. Ball in the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 2 strikes now with 2 outs. Hogan hopes to keep the inning alive. This one fouled off. This one outside. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. And ball 4. Hogan is aboard, and that'll bring up Conley Burke.
Now batting, number 9, Conley Burke.
Burke hoping to keep the inning alive. Runner on first. Miller working out of the stretch. Outside and low. This one popped up into right field. Right field are able to make the play on it, and that will end the inning. Bruins get 1 back, but they trail 3-1 as we go to the top of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Bruins, number 33, Nick Cortez. Batting number 18, Braden Spano.
Swinging strike. 1 ball and 1 strike here in the top of the 6th. Over to first in time. Good play for the Bruins. Gets the first out of the inning. Here in the 6th, it's 3-1. If you're just joining us, 2 home runs for Milligan. A solo shot and a 2-run homer last inning has given the Buffaloes a 3-1 advantage. Bruins getting their run across on a pass ball this last inning. Nick Cortez coming in for the Bruins in relief. Josh Legnard ending his day. Solid debut for Legnard as he was able to really put together a strong performance. With the exception of the 2 home runs, he pretty much shut down the Buffaloes throughout the game. Again, the Bruins have just struggled to get anything going consistently with their bats. Cortez finding that outside corner for a strike. This one inside and high. Make it 3 balls and 1 strike. Inside corner strike now to move the count to full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. With 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Again, in these doubleheaders, the Bruins will play 2 7-inning games. That one in the dirt, so that is going to be a walk. And that will put Chancery Hall on first and bring up Casey Hare. This one ripped towards first base, and it's going to find its way past Peruch. And the runner will advance to third. So runners on first and third with a 1-out single. And now Cortez having to work out of a jam here in the 6th. 2 runners on, just 1 out. And it'll be Eric Rigsby, the batter. Batter was showing bunt, but pulled it back on the high fastball. And now we're going to have a pinch runner here. Looks like Grable will come in to pinch run. And he will replace Casey Hare. Barcena cuts this one off, and the play was set up properly, but unfortunately an error on the Bruins, as Bain was coming in to cut off the throw and likely going to rifle it right back home. And unfortunately the ball going off of his glove. And so that'll allow the Buffaloes to get another run as they lead 4-1 here in the 6th. This one fouled back. One ball, 2 strikes now on the batter. This one low and outside. Good stop by Daniel Barcena. Runner still on third. Rigsby the batter. This one roped into foul territory, and count stays alive at 2-2 with 1 out here in the 6th. At the conclusion of this one, we'll take about a 30-minute break and then be back underway after that. This one pops straight up. Baruch settling under it, and that'll be the 2nd out of the inning. We have another pinch hitter coming in for Josh Lale, the pinch hitter for the Buffaloes. Cortez trying to find that outside corner, and not able to do so. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bruins just hoping to work out of this 6th. This one squirting past Barcena, and good job by Barcena getting back there quickly, but kept the runner at third base. The 3-0 high, and that will put the runner aboard. Runners on first and third. Still 2 outs here in the 6th, and that will bring up the shortstop, Andrew Matias.
Pinch running, number 41, Colby Miles.
Colby Miles coming in to pinch run. Runner goes, and Barcena will just hold on to it. So now runners on second and third on the steal. So runners on second and third here in the sixth. Bruins just want to get out of this inning. Cortez delivers. Line drive into center field. Going to be tough for Ramsey to get there. He's not able to do so, and it's a two-run single. Definitely not what the Bruins wanted here in the sixth, and credit Milligan. They have stayed alive and came up with the hits that they needed to. A two-out rally here in the sixth, and they have now extended their lead to 6-1. Another throw to second, and Daniel Barcena able to end the inning for the second straight inning by picking off a stealing runner to second base. But the damage done, 6-1 as we go into the bottom of the sixth.
Now pitching for the Buffaloes, number 33, Jack Bembry.
Bottom of the sixth here. Bruins looking for some answers. They trail 6-1 against Milligan. Milligan having a 3-run sixth inning to really push this one open. And they've
now batting, number 14, Zach Burke.
Jack Bembry coming on in relief for the Buffaloes as Burke chasing upstairs, 2 balls and 1 strike. Strike 2 right down the middle of the plate. This one high and inside. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. This one fouled off by Burke to stay alive. Still full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside and low, so Zach Burke is aboard. And that will bring up Daniel Barcena. This one low and in the dirt. Low and inside once again. 2 balls and no strikes to Barcena. And Barcena chasing upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike now. It's going to be ball 4 once again. So runners on first and second. And that'll bring up Cole Pearson.
Now batting, number 38, Cole Pearson.
Catcher coming out to have a quick meeting. Trying to get Bemby back settled as he's in his first inning of relief. Runners on first and second. Bruins looking for some answers. It's 6-1 here in the 6th. Just one more inning in game 1 of this doubleheader. And as I said, we will probably about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, we'll get back underway. This one inside and high. And actually the referee, or the umpire, excuse me, taking that one into the gear. Been there, done that. And that is not fun. Because much to the misunderstanding of fans, you're not wearing a whole lot of padding underneath there. It's there to protect you, but you get it in the right spot and it hurts. Appears to be okay. And we're going to have a pitching change here for Milligan. So that will end it for Bemby, and we will be right back after the pitching change. Runners on second and third. Bottom of the 6th, no outs.
pitching for the Buffaloes, number 36, Josiah Carrier.
Our count 1-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. This one high. And again, another opportunity here with the Bruins have runners in scoring position, but they have yet to be able to get that hit that would bring around a couple of runners to score. Golden opportunity again. And they are running out of time here in game 1 of this 2-game doubleheader. And they are going to say the check swing went across, so 2 balls and 2 strikes now. From this angle, it didn't look like he went all the way across, but we also are behind him, so. This one high and outside. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Chopped into foul territory on the first base side. It's going to be ball 4, so that'll load the bases.
One of the team dugouts, we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
That's going to bring up Shane Peruch for the Bruins. Bases loaded.
Shane Peruch.
Absolutely golden opportunity here. Outfield in, infield in as well. And we're going to have a balk called. That's going to advance all of the runners and score a run for the Bruins. That will make it 6-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. So the team getting a run back. Runners on 2nd and 3rd now. Upstairs, ball 1. Swinging strike for Peruch. And it's 1-1. Still no outs in the inning. Bruins trailing 6-2. They were able to get a run across off of a balk. The second straight game they actually have scored a run off of that. Not very common. Coming back, breaking ball. And that's a strike. One ball, two strikes. And the pitch. Breaking ball. Breaks in time. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 5, Riley Ramsey.
Riley Ramsey. Second time today he has had an opportunity with runners in scoring position. Runners on second and third, and a single would likely drive in too. Upstairs, ball 1. Evens the count with a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. This one low, but a good job by the catcher that time to keep it in front. Upstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike. And it's going to be ball 4. So that'll load him once again for Chad Bain. And we're going to have another.
Number 1, Chad Bain.
And we're going to have another pitching change here for Milligan.
Pitching for the Buffaloes, number 24, Brock Browning.
Chad Bain, bases loaded here in the 6th. It's a swinging strike for strike 1. Browning, the relief pitcher for the Buffaloes, as they're looking to close things out. Dangerous situation here, though, with bases loaded. And this one ripped down the line. And it's going to be bobbled at the plate. Barcena gets there in time. And so it was fielded cleanly by the third baseman.
Now batting.
And in the relay home,
Brandt.
wasn't a great throw to home, but the catcher Davis not able to corral it in time to step on the plate. So no outs recorded. Still 1 out here in the 6th, and it's 6-3. And Isaiah Brandt in the top of the order for the Bruins. Outfield is in. Count evens at 1-1. Nice breaking ball there by Browning. High and inside. Brandt hits it to third, touches third, over to first, double play! Great play that time by Casey Hare at third. And the runner will not the run will not count, so it's 6-3 as we go into the top of the 7th. Stay with us. This one popped straight up. Barcena trying to make a play on it and unfortunately could not gather it as it lands in foul territory. Top of the 7th here as the Bruins had a heartbreaker in the bottom of the 6th. Bases loaded and a double play to end the inning. They were able to get one back as it's 6-3. This one ripped towards the hole. Conley Burke drifts to his right to make the play, and that's out number 1 here in the top of the 7th. Again, a reminder, game 2 of this doubleheader coming up about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. And we will only play 7 innings in both of these games. So Bruins hoping to get out of the 7th, or the top of the 7th here, and then have one more at bat to try to make the comeback. Cortez on in relief still for the Bruins. That one low and in the dirt. Ball 2. Three balls, no strikes. This one popped up near the dugout. And it's going to find its way out of play. Cortez on the 3-1. And that's going to hit the dirt once again. So that'll be a walk. And that'll bring up Justin Green. Low and in the dirt. This one outside and high. It makes it 2 balls and no strikes. Upstairs once again, 3-0. And it's going to be ball 4. Spano is the batter. Runners on first and second, and Cortez for the Bruins is trying to work out of a jam here, top of the 7th. We're going to be low and inside. This one inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Still 1 out here in the 7th. Make it 3-0. And ball 4. Coach Rulipaw out to talk to his pitcher. Nick Cortez had come on in relief for Josh Legnard, and particularly this inning has struggled to find the strike zone consistently. Ethan Rogers is out in the bullpen for the Bruins, warming up. Bases loaded. Got one out here in the top of the 7th. He's able to come back with a called strike.
Now batting number 11, Chancery Hall.
Chancery Hall up for the Buffaloes as they lead 6-3 here in the top of the 7th. This one fouled back, so Cortez is now ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. In the dirt, Barcena able to block 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Cortez coming back with the off-speed pitch. And Hall is put down on strikes. 2 outs. Top of the 7th. That'll bring up Robert Salcedo, who is pinch hitting.
Robert Salcedo.
Inside and high. Inside once again. 2 balls and no strikes. Low and outside, so 3 balls and no strikes now. With 2 outs here in the 7th. And that'll be ball 4, so that'll bring in another run on the walk. That'll make it 7-3 here in the 7th.
Now batting number 12, Eric Rigsby.
Eric Rigsby, the left fielder for the Buffaloes, will take his next turn at bat. Bases loaded still here in the 7th. This one fouled off to begin the at-bat. This one roped up the middle, and it's going to find its way through. That'll bring home 2 runners. And with a swing of the bat, Milligan has blown this one open. That makes it 9-3 here in the 7th, and I think that'll be it for Nick Cortez. And that is going to do it for Nick Cortez. Ethan Rogers will be on in relief. 9-3 our score here in the 7th. Game 1 of our 2-game doubleheader here at Conestee.
Now pitching for the Bruins, number 31, Ethan Rogers. Now batting number 2, Cade Davis.
Ethan Rogers on in relief for the Bruins. And he is just hoping to end this inning for BJU. They trail 9-3 here in the top of the 7th. Runners on first and third. And that'll bring up Davis for Milligan. Runner takes his lead at first. It's going to be high. 2 balls and no strikes. Still 2 outs. And this one low. 3 balls and no strikes as Ethan Rogers and I'm actually not sure what the call was here. They are going to call a balk. I'm not sure how. I am not sure what the balk was, but in any case, it gives Milligan another run and another walk. Oh, wait, that was ball 3, actually. Sorry about that. on the balk. The pitch did not count, as they called a balk before the pitch was delivered. So 3-0 here is our count. And now it's going to be ball 4, and that'll put Davis aboard. Runners on first and second. 10-3 our score here in the 7th. Andrew Mateus takes his next at-bat. Ethan Rogers still trying to get the Bruins out of the 7th inning. Throw down to first, and now we got a rundown in progress. Bruins able to get out of the inning on the putout as Daniel Barcena again rifling it down to first, and that will finally get the Bruins out of this inning. Bottom of the 7th. Here we come, Bruins trailing 10-3. One more opportunity here in the first game of our 2-game doubleheader.
Now batting, number 36, Colby Hogan.
Batters 2, 3, 4 for the Bruins. Bottom of the 7th. They got one more opportunity to keep this one going. Hogan, the batter. Browning on in another inning of relief as this one's grounded to the second baseman. And that's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Conley Burke with one out. Strike one from Browning. Burke roping this one to left field. Fortunately, the left fielder right there to make the play. Second out of the inning. And Zach Burke will try to keep this one alive here in the bottom of the 7th. Breaking ball is low. Ball one. Burke going to sky this one up, and it will find its way into the bleachers. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Breaking ball finds the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Burke. It is a game of what-ifs, and the Bruins, after this first one, no doubt are going to remember the many runners that they left on base throughout this game. I believe 5 or 6 runners left in scoring position in this game, and you got to think you get 5 of those. This is a pretty close game. And strike 3 as Zach Burke goes down on strikes, and that'll do it for game 1. Our final score here from Conestee, Buffaloes 10 and your BJU Bruins 3. 30 minutes from now, we'll have game 2 of our Saturday doubleheader. Stay with us here at Conestee Park.